He's like matchmaking at its finest. All right, I switched Dolp and Zalthulhu. Zalthulhu. Yeah.
So you give the spirit team the guy that can just
What?
snipe lasers, or was that the balance button?
No. If I do this, it puts Zalthulhu and Dolp the other team.
Okay,
No. So
gotcha.
Goat is a champ. Goat is a champion. Dolp is a high diamond. Theronius is, I think, gold. Zarrom is platinum, and then I don't know who Coco Thunder is. A Cyberhawk is platinum diamond. Hut Row, platinum diamond slash
Paper
Zalthulhu.
crane. Paper crane in chat. Throwing Aris Flex under the bus for matchmaking.
Gang. Merc is high diamond. Yeah.
It wasn't
I
even
mean,
like a bump under the bus. It was like grab him, pick him up, and just threw him into the street.
So I know, right? So this is the thing, though. Like knowing everybody's MMR and stuff like that in the game, it's on paper it should be balanced, but like let's say for instance, Dolp goes jungle.
I
You know
just
what I mean?
don't.
And it
Here's the
wouldn't.
thing. I honestly don't care about what your solo queue rating is. That has nothing to do with anything. I really don't.
But
Like that's because your solo queue rating doesn't tell you anything. Because this isn't a solo. We're not in a ranked mode where everybody's solo queuing, so that it means something. Like all that matters is your MMR, and MMR in a mixed queue doesn't that's what we don't see is MMR. And if they're balancing
indeed,
based off MMR, then it could be right.
true. But if you play a lot of solo queue games, your solo queue rating is going to be what you are placed at a lot of the time. So if you hold
But
on
it
to a
but it
diamond
but
or a
it doesn't
plat,
matter. It doesn't matter because you're in a mixed queue, so you're playing against people who might just be trying to goof around and learn a new shaper. Like there's so many variables that are off there that I put no faith in that at this point. Once we have a ranked queue and a solo duo queue, like I will yeah, that fine. Like at that point I believe that whatever you call yourself and your rating is that they push out, then I'm fine with it. But until then, I will be the salty
I
guy that
just
doesn't think it means anything.
I take no bystander. I just think once you get to the diamond level, though, the diamond high platinum, for order you to
Oh,
keep
there's
that
skill.
rating,
Yeah, there's skill.
well, for order you to keep that rating, you have to consistently play in SQR and keep it and stuff like that. I think that's like that's
Mr. Google's
silver, bronze, like
calling me out on
all your
excuses. Hey,
all
man.
but for silver, bronze, and gold though, silver, bronze, gold, like those are so much leeway. Like I've seen people go like to gold, silver, platinum, and stuff like that. It just happens.
Yeah. And
No,
and
don't
and that's
scout.
the thing. It's like, is it excuses? Sure. I think I'm now. If you want to use the currently like gimmick names, I'm platinum. Don't know why. I
George
don't know
Player
how. I
9000.
don't
Thank you very
play
much
any
for following.
differently than I did when I was silver. So that's why I don't really put a whole lot of faith into it. But as Paper
Well,
Crane
I just
said,
would.
there's ways to game your SQR, but MMR is better over skill, which isn't in the Dawn stream. It says on Dawn Scout, but there's ways to access all that data that doesn't have to go through Dawn Scout. But yeah, I don't know if I beat you, Google's. Outplayed, possibly. All right, we can start this whenever you're ready. We will
All
we
right,
will
let's
cast.
do
I will
this.
make fun of you. I will try to do my best
Okay.
Pluto impressions,
All
being
right.
BM towards Thor. Right? That's how it
Oh
works.
no, Zalthulhu took my jangle. Oh, he took my jangle. Zalthulhu, what are you doing? I love Zalthulu's name though. I love it because I just think of like I'm in Africa with some bongos and be like Zalthulhu, 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 Zalthulhu. Oh man. All right, let's get this game
For
going on.
whatever reason, it brings up Jumanji for me. That movie.
It does.
That's
It
such a
does.
good
Like,
movie.
can you roll a
Zalthulhu.
6 or an 8? Because Zalthulhu can. He does it every time. Yeah. What am I doing in my life? We need an ADC. Okay. Somebody. Oh, we already have
It
somebody.
looks like he'll
Am I
give him
doing
to
the
you
boss
if you
here?
want him.
Oh, really? Do you want him though? I kind of do want him though. Oh, Gome, I know, buddy. Okay, after this game, I will. Gome, remind me. You have to remind me before I get into a game. It's up to you, Zalthulhu. Do you want it? Do you want to play it? If you want to play it, buddy, I'll let you play it. But this is gonna be awkward because he's not gonna be able to do it. All right, man. Obi-Wan, thank you very much. You're not gonna do that thing Sunday. I'll just do the Vasquez. I'll do the Vasquez. But yes, I've been running that. The loadout that I'm running right now is I've been absolutely freaking in love with. Don't you like my name? Plig, I like your name. Rip Robin.
And then
never forget, I
nobody on your side takes the Flynn.
Oh my
See
God,
how
they
that
didn't even
is?
take Flynn. Why?
No,
Why? Oh, I went City.
because
I
he was
went
going to give it to
Bosco.
you.
Oh, Zalthulhu, you could have gotten it. Oh no, Zalthulhu. Oh man. But anyways, I've been absolutely in love with this loadout. This loadout just gives me so much health and just Super.
I like, in the jungle, I absolutely swear by the 2% experience increase. As for whatever else you run with it, I think that's just personal preference. On my ability carries, I like to run a Ravager. I think it helps you clear faster in the beginning with that bonus power. But yeah, you can do it. Once you have that 2% XP, I think that's the key. Right now, at least.
Yeah, it's funny too because like I've done every single combination of jungle loadout, and I thought I knew the bee's knees, and then
Changes.
And then City was like, he was
Yeah.
like, Thor, let me show you the magic, and he showed me the business, and I have to admit that loadout he showed me is absolutely amazing.
It really comes down to like your playstyle. I truly believe loadouts are all about how you adjust those so that to fit your personal playstyle, and there are so many varieties of playstyles that work in the jungle with based on like who you're going to be jungling, that you can have lots of different loadouts. I will let you guys get at it though. I will try not to give you any information that's sneaky information. I will talk about only what's happening in the visible parts of the map. But we do see a Flynn in this game. We do see Flynn on the mortal side. In a lane, though. Coggan's going to be rocking the jungle.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
Everybody coming out with the normal buys for items. You do see a lot of the sustain usually going to be the life and the items. Armor in the junglers. The power on the Ashabel works because she's going to be sitting back at a pretty safe distance.
I'll be yonder.
Elves and Dwarfs wants music, Thor.
I know.
That's up to you.
I put a little.
Interesting start for Cyberhawk on Nisa. I will say that. And we do see a lot of blinks in this game, so everybody loving that instant one-time every 5-minute mobility that for some reason I just cannot get behind. I think that's another one
Thor's
of those
not
things.
at haste. What? Thor's not at haste. What is this?
I know. I didn't want to give it away. I'm like, I wanted to say for once Thor is not stealing somebody's haste buff. But yeah, Thor's starting para. Zalgus, Mark, you're absolutely correct.
I'm starting para. Yep.
It's that early para start. So top lane matchup, we're going to see on the Spirit side the Zalgus and the Zeri, which is a good magic shred. On the Mortal side, we'll see a Calm and an Ashabel. Again, all magic, lots of burst. That's a really strong lane. Varian and the Flynn making up the bottom lane for the Mortal side, with the Spirit side being the Nibs lane. This is the lore lane of Nisa and Gibbs. That's what you'll see myself and Terrelthor running battle in the bot lane all the time. Shout out to Twerp in the battle in the bot lane going on tomorrow, I believe. It'll be the first ever casting mode battle in the bot lane. So pretty hype.
Leave it to a master.
City, I would have taken W, but I thought it was an invade. Honestly, I thought it was an invade, which I need E for. It's all right. We're doing Bosco things. He doesn't even need potions. Oh, with that super duper loadout that you gave me, City.
The junglers are just doing their jungle things. Nothing outrageously crazy.
Then before he's actually like invading my haste right now. Son of
Well,
a gun,
that
he
could
did take my arm.
That could be a jungle thing. I mean, I didn't say anything about
Damn,
that.
It took my power. It took my armor. Bot lane, please. Why you no word my armor? Thought we were friends. Thought we were friends, team.
To be fair, they warded the path. I gotta go see if they missed. They put the ward in the wrong spot, though. This is not where you want to ward. Actually, no, they didn't even ward. They didn't ward at all. Thor, your team.
Super rude.
Your team only had one ward down, and it was on the inside. There was no outside ward. Yeah, so that's a lane problem. Gotta work on that, guys. Flynn going in, sitting on Nisa, stunning it, but eating way too much damage. Had to back out. That's the thing with Flynn. Yeah, sure, he's got some sustain like built into his kit, but you got to get in melee range to use it. And if you're hitting somebody squishy, you're not getting a whole lot of health back. It is built more on how much armor they have. Like that's what fuels how much you're going to heal than anything else.
Onward to glory.
Nightmare.
So we hit the point in the map where the wards are falling. Seeing people rotate to put stuff down again. We'll see if they get a little better ward coverage in the bottom side of the map.
Someone escaped.
Varian just shoving Dibs out of the lane. Not a whole lot they can do about it. Top lane, I think, is they're both respecting each other's bursts, so they're just not really getting close to each other and just farming from a distance. Which is smart. Flynn, the fact that you can throw Flynn off Sergeant Buttersworth under a binding and you're okay, like, that's so strong. So strong. I do have to say, that is the one thing that makes this kit ultra strong, is that just almost not on demand, but really quick cooldown stun that doesn't put him in a bad position.
I can't even gank bot lane. He's just so low.
Yeah. That's another thing to pay attention to as a jungler too, guys. If you want to go pull off a gank, you may really, really want a gank, and that lane may really, really need a gank, but you don't want to bait somebody into dying. And that's exactly what will happen.
How interesting.
They're just too low down here to really do anything about. Oh, and we get a level 6 Kogan utterly and completely missing a hook. It was a nice try. He would have pulled Zalgus over there into the wall. Yeah, he would have pulled him into the jungle. Trying to see if he's got a blink. Did Zalgus have a blink? Where is he? With layouts, please. Yeah, he does have a blink. He probably would have baited the blink out. Probably would have blinked right back over the wall, but that would have been nice. Those are the plays you definitely want to see if you're watching a Kogan game. Flynn, this bot lane just really harassing. I expected to see a lot more harass in the top lane, and we're actually getting less overall than in the bot lane. The bot lane is just... Mortal Sight's doing a great job of harassing. Merc going down to 25% HP there. As the Basco just kind of roams around and does nothing, apparently. How's that, Thor? How's that, Thor?
Nothing true, Drew. Why you gotta be so rude?
Nice long-range slipstream there onto the Zeri. That's just, I gotta say, that's a rough lane to gank as a Basco in general. There's so much CC and so much long-range harass that it's just early game until you get like a blitz or something. There's really no way to get to your target. Bottom lane went back and healed, and they're coming back. Flynn just getting thrown right under the binding again. Flynn's spending more time under the Spirit Side binding than I think the Spirit Side is. Which is pretty awkward. Yeah, let's talk aim, Buttersworth. He is going to be my favorite go-to jungler and tactician now, I think. Just for a while. Just because of his VO. VO alone.
How is he level? Alright, how are you level 3, buddy?
They're getting completely zoned out bot lane, so it's causing a level disadvantage. When you can't be in range of the dying minions, you're toast. Uprising out of Thor onto the Zarrom. Final Flight comes through, actually lives up to its name, gets a kill. That could help the bot lane come back. We'll see. Totally misses the Uprising again, though. But let's see, they should be able to chase this down. They just gotta actually get in there on the Dibs. Go Dibs, you got full health, man. Don't be scared. Yeah. Thor with the solid moves there. The Dibs is so scared. No, seriously. The Dibs was so scared that he was trying to stay away, but he was full health. Even at level 4, he needed to man up and go in there and take a little bit of damage for his team. Your auto attacks will help at this point in the game because the other side doesn't have a whole lot of damage or a lot of health built up, so you can actually turn that around pretty quickly.
Let's get messy.
So farming action going on in the top lane. That's pretty much all we're going to see until the jungler comes in, I think.
Angles. Jimmy Jangles.
Bot lane pushing in now that they have a bit of an advantage with somebody out of the lane. One's coming back. Oh my god. Smart camera. Smart camera. Coming up at the last second to show me a kill on the top lane. And here I was saying that there wasn't going to be anything going on up there. And somebody just gets erased.
Breakfast incoming. Where's the willow bark?
Oh, those beetles, though. Thor coming in at just the right time. The Dibs this time going in, helping them get that kill. He did land a couple auto attacks. That does make the difference. That's what stops him outside of the binding and keeps you from actually going under the binding to try to finish it off. Yeah, everybody, my name is Garwar from the Shapers Guild, so I am doing the casting here with Thor while Thor does his customs.
Silence, critics!
About time for the old Thor to put in a game or two. Yes. Back
Yeah,
in my
Thor-
day, I used to play all the time.
And then I stopped
Oh,
for
yeah.
that shoutcasting thing you kiddies are
Yes.
talking about nowadays, you twig snappers. So bot lane going back, let's see both sides, actually. Ambition Rush out of the Nisa. Not a whole lot going on. Sticking with the blue items for the Varian. So, in my opinion, the Varian's coming back a little bit stronger for what he does. Like, the amount of damage he's going to be able to put out right now is going to be higher than the Nisa. But the dibs will back that up. Oh, almost getting erased in the top lane. Long range snipe, but just not enough. Dolp used to be the Zalgus guy, gets away.
Oh, freaking
Vasco missing his uprising. Going in anyway. They might pick up... Nope. JPEG. I was going to say they might pick up the Koggin, but it just didn't have the damage to follow it up there. Faust, the weather was okay. It was a little rainy when I went out today. I'm kind of hoping it cools off. The 100-degree weather in Oklahoma has been annoying. It's always annoying in the summer.
Push it.
What?
Push the wave. I'm trying to. Push the fucker away. Oh!
So Dibs finally manning up, walking right into that bush. Smart Cam missing all the action in the top lane. It switches up there just to get the kill. We've got like full health people in the bot lane.
Oh,
and it doesn't go
no.
top.
Whoa. Don't,
Thor
please,
running for his
please,
life.
Oh man, I'm really liking it, Cass. I mean, I've shoutcasted three games today. It was fun.
Cinder, I'm not disagreeing with you. It's okay. I grew up here as a kid. My mother's side of the family's here, so that's why I'm here. I'd rather be somewhere else. Alright, going in for the follow-up on the Dibs. Dibs ults away. For whatever reason, Smart Cam decides to follow it all the way back to base. Pretty sure he was safe, Smart Cam.
Good call, bro.
Pretty sure he's safe.
Could the rest have gone?
Is the stream delayed at all? Just the normal Twitch delay. It's just slightly delayed. That's why I'm trying not to talk about what's going on in the sides or sneaking up ganks or anything, because I don't want to give anything away. Mainly what's going on in the lane. Flynn trying to go in, Buttersworth not really having the health to follow up. I'm totally going to refer to them as two separate shapers. Koggin trying to come in, throws the sand down, but there's no real point to that unless you're trying to just zone him out. He was not in range of doing any damage. Gets the hook off. Varian putting down a lot of damage. Not quite going to be... Oh, blinks in for the kill. Wasn't going to be enough. Thor missing everything, but they get a kill anyway. Oh, you did, dude. You missed your uprising and your jump over the wall.
I know. I was blind, though. I was going in blind.
But it was just barely off, I will say. It was just a bit outside, as the Major League reference would say.
I didn't think I was that off. Oh, no.
Oh, that ult! Merc ulting, trying to get the kill. He's going to go in for it. I applaud him. He picks it up, and he gets out with his life? Oh my god, Flynn! Why didn't Flynn go in?
Double decay right there, folks. Oh man, that decay.
Flynn should have run in and just thrown himself on top of Zalgus. That would have been an easy kill. The one time Flynn doesn't jump off Buttersworth in this game, and he would have got a kill out of it. City's still here. City's still here. I think he's in the casters. One of the spectator slots.
Oh, that's awesome.
The casters are not delayed, Captain Winsauce. No, we are in the game and watching it all live. Thor moving around, trying to do the sneaky sneaks, but nothing to be had at this point. But there is a 3-man push in the bot lane. Absolutely nothing going on in the top lane. Most of the game. And now we're seeing why casting mode needs to be able to turn off the chat. We don't need to see any of this stuff. Alright, Flynn going in again, not landing on anyone. Running for his life. Hits the ult just to get him and Varian out. Great use of the ult. I do like that his ult is multi-utility. You do get that AoE speed buff, and you also get those dashes to get onto somebody. That's really nice. I actually, running earlier with a game, I had him over 700 move speed, with I think only one haste item. But with like a tailwind, a blitz, and ult, and you're just gone. So he can be a great initiator if you want him to be. Going in hard in the bot lane right now, but I think he used the stun a little too early there. I almost want to keep that stun and then for just keeping them away and not necessarily to initiate. Cyberhawk just trying to get the auto attacks down to sustain, keep them off the binding. It's pretty much all you can do with an Ambition Rush. He did pick up an aggression, I like to see that. Hopefully he finishes that off into destruction soon. I'm all about punching people in the face when they come up next to me, and right now he needs to be able to do that. He does have 2 levels on the Flynn, which can allow him to do a lot of damage. Good job. Just misses the second cast of the ult. Blinks in to pick it anyway. Dibs trying to go in for the slow. Varian gets a drain down? Did he get the ult? No, no drain. Maybe the ult landed. It was hard to tell. I thought it totally went to the side, but it might have nicked him. So not really a whole lot, again, not a lot of pressure in the top lane. Thor missing another ult. Can we get a potato command in chat, please? Somebody. Potato!
Not even once.
Have you landed it yet? I haven't seen it. That's okay. Kogan missed his right now, too, so it's alright.
Going this way.
Vasco coming in, trying to 1v1 the Kogan. Probably not the best idea when there's nobody else around. Thank you, Gom. Appreciate the potato. See it next time at Dragon Ball Z. So Mortal Side just trying to disengage. A bit of an unnecessary Zeri ult, I think, there. I don't think Thor was in damage of dying anytime soon. It definitely wasn't going to dive the tower. Totally misses out on keeping the Calm from backing. The Calm just decided not to back anyway. Thanks for the follow, Waystone. We appreciate it.
Has captured a well.
He didn't miss. Okay, Draz in my chat is saying that you didn't miss the ult. You just tactically maneuvered the enemy around it. You're gonna have to keep that one for your excuses later, Thor. Thor going in on the Varian, but the rest of the team running away from the Kogan and the King of Masks, getting to get at least one of them killed. Kakanev, thanks for the follow. Thor, did you get a kill?
I got it. I got the Varian.
Okay. You traded your team for it, one of your team for it, but that's all right.
It was a good fight too. It was a really.
So here we
good
go.
fight.
This Zarian should just go. Excuse me. The Nisa should go all in on the Flynn here. She owns that fight. She just needed to man up and just auto attack him. She left a lot of auto attack damage on the table there, trying to move away, and that's the only reason he got away. He was totally toast. Thanks for the follow, Gakanim. I missed that one. I did see that come through. So we see Vasco trying to make some action happen on the Kogan. Tank against tank fights. Not always the greatest thing in the world. Totally going all in though. Zeri did pick up the Spirit Well in the bottom of the map though, which is good. Still got 3 wells to 1.
Oh no!
Thor getting potatoed under the binding yet again. And they're going to lose the Zeri to it as well. Great stun out of the Kogan. Nisa doing what she needs to do here, which is pushing that bot lane. She's got to try to get an advantage. Unfortunately, the wave clear on that Flynn is actually really good right now. Let me just double check. I'm pretty sure he's maxing his W. No, he maxed his E on a lane Flynn. I'm not sure I like that. I would have gone for the W.
Potato. Every time I hear potato, I type potato. Oh man.
So there goes Flynn, jumping under the binding again. I love that he's got a little shield, too. You know what I mean? Like, he has nothing to damage anybody with, but he's got a shield. Like, he's going to punch you with one hand and then defend with the shield in the other. It's great. Let's take a brief moment here, see what's going on. So the Kogan really going defensive. Everybody on the else on the team, all the damage dealers really going for the damage. Flynn definitely building defensive as well. I think this is probably a bad fight for Thor at the moment. But he does have follow-up. They're about to get a sandwich, though. And not the kind of sandwich you want after an afternoon of playing the Vigi games. Dibs comes in, though, right with the ult, tries to help out. Not sure if they're going to have enough damage. They do finish off one. Can they get a second? Nope. Dibs ran away, but he's got two team members coming. Zalgus and Zeri coming in from the bottom lane. Speed him up with the blitz. Go with that bubble, but they're just running away. So the Zalgus and Zeri roam from the top lane was key to keeping that fight from going even worse than it did. Just an equal 2-for-2 trade. Pure Adrenaline. I am Garwar from the Sheepers Guild. If you don't know my voice. Cast in the community games from Thor's community games, both on Thor's channel and on mine.
Ooh, great sweetie coming up from Dolpd.
Yeah. They've kind of gone from this passive game to now everybody's just going all in. So it's good. It means everybody's kind of equaled out on the levels. Not quite so close on the items, but getting there.
Oh no.
Oh, that root! That's just going to delete him. Blinks out! Oh, he was safe with the blink, though. I gotta say, that was key. If he had been CC'd there for just a half a second longer, that comm ult would have got him.
Dude. Whew, that was close.
Varian trying to pick up a Spirit Well, try to equal the Vim generation. I'm not sure why Smart Camera wants to show me this. There's other things going on, but that's okay.
The mortal team.
Zeri going hard, picking up an early rage rush. I'm not sure I like that idea. I would have liked to have seen the destruction. That's going to do good damage against the squishies. A lot better damage than the rage against the squishies.
Normally I try to get higher.
The rage pick is really only for tanks that are truly focusing on tons of armor. And I don't see that out of the other side at this point. At all.
I think we lost track of some.
Sin Splitter Thor will do some highlights. We'll probably also do highlights over on the Shapers Guild channel as well. So whichever view you like better. Most people like to look at Thor's face more than mine, which is why I don't have a camera. My beard is better than Thor's, I will say that. This sound that Buttersworth makes when he ults cracks me up. It just cracks me up. Like, you know he's ulted because of that.
Spirit binding has been destroyed.
Oh, there goes that binding down.
We finally get a bit of map movement. They're trying to go in this 3v2, but there's not enough consistent damage to work against that Kogan. The Kogan's got enough defenses right now. Oh, Varian almost gets deleted. Instead, it's going to be the Zalgus in trouble. Jeez, boy, you guys turned that around real quick. So they went from being in trouble to just utterly annihilating the other team. That was a pretty nice pickoff. This is going to be the difference in the item pickups at this point.
Mortal player has been slain.
They've really got a good catch out. It looked like when they turned around and went for that Zalgus that they were going to be able to lead him, but there were just more Spirit Side members at the time with Ashabel down in the bot lane that there wasn't anything you could do. I mean, they had everybody there.
How interesting.
And Ashabel making not the wisest decision in the world. But
Oh my god.
Zalgus does go down. Unfortunately, nobody gets credit for it because he actually wasn't hit by anyone.
My chance to
But you can see here,
Hey, front race.
The spirit
Kogan going all in on this damage reduction build, which is an interesting choice. I mean, it makes sense. He's going to ramp up his damage over time, but right now, I just want to see. I want to see him help and initiate for his team. So the Dibs just goes that popular build lately, getting that duress. Also picked up a hostility. That's going to help boost the damage of everybody around him, and Dibs is all about boosting damage of everybody around him. But at the moment, there's a good amount of damage coming out of the spirit side. You've got 2 main damage dealers. Dibs is just going to act as a boost. You've got the potential for 3 damage dealers coming out of the immortal side, though. So if we see them picking up more items, that could be the biggest difference. Because even if you delete one of the carries, the quote unquote carries, they've still got 2 left. Yeah, Thor is definitely pulling the blue steel right now. Full concentration.
I'll just leave this here.
Overall, though, the mortal side, getting caught out with that Kogan. He's going in like a boss, though, because he's got a couple levels on the other side, which is what I was about to talk about. But the other 3 members of the spirit side just working on that variant, trying to get him killed. Zeri finally picking it up. Going for that carry, Zeri. Trying to pick off the Kogan. He's 2 levels, though, above everybody on the spirit side's team, which is being real helpful. Flynn going in for the 2v1. Can he get the rest of the damage? Ashabel does pick it up. That is awesome. Can we get another Flynn stun out here on the Basco? If they can. Nope, not happening. Just running away. Just running away. Basco trying to chase him down. Goes under the binding. Nisa should be able to finish this off pretty easily. She is built that way.
killing spree.
That's the nice thing about getting that damage on Nisa. I still would have think they could have done more damage if they'd had a destruction than the rage, but definitely went in there and cleaned up. Mortal side coming back out, trying to push people out of the lane. Luckily, they do own that well for a little while longer, so they don't have to worry about that getting stolen. But yeah, the Kogan was doing work in the jungle, pulling a 2-level advantage over everyone on the other side. 3 over Thor at one point before that last fight, which should have given the mortal side the advantage. I'm not really sure why they're so far on the back foot. It's got to just be an itemization choice in that point. And bad positioning. The Kogan's really getting caught out here, and that's just making it so that they can't really take advantage of his strength as a team. Whiff in the Varian ult. Varian going to chase the Zalgus, but should be focusing the Thor. He finally picks him up. Dibs coming in way late. Let's see if they can finish him off here. It does look like that's going to happen too. See, now we're seeing the damage come out. You've got 3 of the carries in the 1 lane, pulling all the damages out. Zalgus is going down too. Ashabel's getting out with their life. Most likely just going to push this up. See if they can get another binding out of it. Hey, Thor, what do you think? If when you Dibs ulted, if you could click it again as you're flying to just drop yourself wherever you were?
I mean, yeah, that would be good. I mean, I can see that being a thing.
Huh?
Yeah, it could be a thing. Definitely be a thing.
I just think sometimes you're like, I'm going to go in on this fight, and then by the time you get there, the fight's over, and you just fed them another kill. It's like, if I could stop it, sometimes I'm like, no, can I get a rewind button, please? Like, just back me up 5 seconds so I don't click there. That'd be great.
Yeah.
Epic Gut Rice, how do you not know me, man? You were hanging out in my stream the other night. We were having a good time. I see how it is. Michael says you guys can turn this around if you get a decay on your ranged carries, because that's what he likes to do. Nisa with decay, Kensu with decay. Hey, Mikella with decay.
Bold moves, Cotton.
Yeah,
Bold moves, Cotton. Bold moves.
that's his go-to. That's his go-to first item on his physical range carries is a decay. See you, Gom. Have a great day. Thanks for
See you
hanging
later,
out.
buddy. Indeed, thank you very much for hanging out.
So at this point, Spirit Side is like, hi, we're just going to steal all of our farm from the Basco. This is like one of my pet peeves. Never, ever, 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 ever take the mushroom camps from your jungler. That's where the Hunter Vim procs come from, man. That's like the biggest place to get them. So, yeah. Don't do it. This public service announcement brought to you by the Shapers Guild. Full 3-on-3 over here. Zalkus is coming in, trying to turn it around, but so is Ashabel. Lots of low health indicators. They finish off 2 of them, though. 3 now. So far, 3 for none. Thor with the shields, but you killed the Dibs. Sacrificed himself for Thor. Totally worth.
Oh no! Dibs the hero! Dibs the hero! Oh no!
Dibs the hero, the Dawn Gate to
the hero.
Revs.
Oh my god, that Dibs though. Oh man,
Because-
Hot Row.
Because folks, what's the best thing to do when you get Zalg assaulted? Run into your low health teammates. That's always the way to go.
Oh my god.
Does get him out alive. Selfish play on the Basco's part, but selfless
I love
play on the
you.
Dibs' part.
I love you so much. Brave man Dibs. I was just like, I ran to him. The hero we direct. Oh god, I just came screaming at him. Get me a shield.
He neneeded to have kept one, but he needed to drop 2 bubbles on you and 1 on himself, and then got
Not
the
even.
hell
I should have
away.
just came that close to him. I should just stayed a little away from him and just not. I legitimately
You
just
literally ran
to
right at him like, hug me! I'm on fire!
Exactly. I shouldn't even got that close to him. I could have just came to him and he could have just nicely
Well,
did it. But I just.
To be fair, Dibs is all about hugs, and you just wanted to give him one. So
Indeed. Well, yeah.
So now we're seeing the level disparities kind of even out a bit, for the most part. We do see a couple people on each side still with some low numbers, but they are the tacticians. Once you stop being able to harass and gain that Vim and be around dying minions because people aren't able to group up and get those plays, you see those levels fall off a little at times. Uprising on Thor, going in, diving the binding. Smart Camera does not want to follow. He ends up dying for it though, 1 for 1. We'll see if it's worth. I mean, he did take out an Ashabel, which is a carry. Unfortunately, that leaves his team with no engage whatsoever. So they've just got to wave clear and hold off the push until he comes to life again. I blame the Dibs, frankly, because he wasn't around to let himself die for Thor there. But you know. Oh, the hook only grabs 1. Grabs the Dibs. Nisa coming in, cleaning up work, trying to get the kills. Just not going to happen. All the damage goes on her. The Zalgus does get the kill, but he's going to go down to Dolpd on the King of the Masks. Stasis ain't going to save him. And as much as I love Zeri, she's not winning this 2v1.
A spirit player has been shut down.
Is she going to get away with her life? No, she is not. But it was a valiant effort. Oh my god! I was wrong! I was wrong! I was wrong! She's gonna live. And she walks into an egg.
No.
Why did you go back into the egg?
The spirit
Oh my god.
has been annihilated.
Oh my god. Mistakes were made.
Got to go break the seal, mates. The mortal team has captured.
So I cupboard, how does the casting work? Currently, casting mode is in the game. It only works for custom games. So once you set up a custom game, people hop into it. You can hop in and fill a spectator slot. There are 5 spectator slots. You can't necessarily interact with the game. You can't chat and whatnot. It is live. There is no
God damn
delay. So that allows people to run tournaments now. Well, we've been running tournaments for a long time, but it allows you to run full 5v5 casted tournaments, which will be awesome to see soon. 1v1 tank slapping.
No, it was a one-
Ashabel,
1v1.
Ashabel coming in to do the work though. Puts the ult in the complete wrong place, and Thor gets away.
We should do things here.
We should do things here. Yeah. Fortunately, the team isn't together to really do things. Mortal Side's doing their job, trying to move and roam together at this point as a team. Spirit side still a bit spread out. They were still waiting for the Zeri to come back alive. So
Evacuate.
there's a lot of dancing and dodging going on. Thor still getting caught out of place, but hopping over the wall. This time not missing the jump, which is going to let him go.
I didn't miss the
live.
jump last time. I got out.
Maybe not the last time, but...
It's all
Oh, long range chains. Getting the lockdown, but no follow-up damage.
Down. Feel the weight.
So right now, the Nisa has come back with more interesting purchases. We do have a Ruin. We've got a Corruption, though. I'm not sure that's the greatest thing on the Nisa. I think you should have just gone to the there. And a Control. Finishes him off with the final flight, though, so what the hell can I really say about that? Gets into the fight. Unfortunately, not a lot of backup right now from the Mortal side. They're trying to stay back and away, but they're just getting shredded. The Zalgus doing work with his chains. Lots of damage coming off the Nisa.
I got sacrificed.
A mortal player has been slain.
The Nisa's got an interesting kind of mix of you know, team-based items with personal damage, and it's working out. Staying near the Zalgus, so making it work.
that will advance our
So we'll see what they can do.
cause.
They split up here a bit. Nisa really wants that Spirit Well. I would have prioritized the bindings at this point. They did have everybody down for about 25 to 40 seconds. I think they could have pushed all the way up and gotten an inner binding
Mortal
off that.
binding has been destroyed.
But they'll get a binding and a well.
I'll just head back.
Flynn, the only one able to come out and do
The
any wave
Spirit
clear at
King
all.
has captured a well.
Oh, thanks, Smart Cam. I get to watch somebody taking a buff in the jungle. Awesome. To be fair, it does prioritize low health members, and this is the only action in the game at the moment. So, so we do see the Zeri picking up an inevitability, really working that support action. The Dibs full support as well. So the full damage coming out of the Spirit side is going to be the Nisa and the Zalgus. They're doing work. Thor going with the Decay, the Glory, with a little bit of Judgment action, trying to help shred those defenses when he goes in. I think so far the big difference we've seen is just kind of placement. When the engages happen, not everybody has been in the right place, and some of these fights have gone a completely different direction than I would have actually expected them to, based off level and items at this point. But that's how you come back, right? Take advantage of the mistakes. See lots of just straight damage items coming out of the carries on the Mortal side. It's really nice. Flynn still not quite as tanky, probably as he needs to be. I think that could be a big deal. If he'd gone a little bit tankier, he could just man mode in and wreck. Right now, they do get a pick on the Zeri. Zeri does get away, though, with her ult. The Basco going in to help make that save happen, but they get flanked by Kogan and Varian. Still get away. Hook the Dibs over the wall. Can he get away? No, he cannot. Hutan down. Hutan down. Thor goes down as well. Nisa's just running. So far, it's a 2 for none, and Nisa is most likely going to get picked off here. Tries to blink, but gets away. Does not look like they're going to want to follow that up. Choosing instead to go ping both the Binding and the Parasite. Either one is a good choice at this point for them. I would say the Parasite will help them push a little better than just taking down a single Binding. Does seem to be what the decision is going to be. Considering Basco's down, they don't really have to worry about a steal. Nisa was not in any condition to actually go in and challenge this at all. And anyone else coming in right now would probably just feed another kill to the full 5-man team on the Mortal side.
Has slain the parasite. Slight pause while I adjust my accoutrements.
Yeah, Mr. Googles, I have to agree. I mean, they did get a little better focus right there. And there you see the difference. Like with their item builds, that is what a fully focused team grouped up and moving together can do against the Spirit side. That's what I've been expecting them to do most of the game, and now they finally pulled it out. So Mortal side going to go back and spend all that money, all that Vim. Kogan getting tanky as hell. Everybody else just grabbing lots more damage. Loving to see the freedoms coming out of the carries there. That's my go-to defensive item if there's any kind of CC in the game. on a carry. I do like to wait like they've done here and get it as your 4th or 5th item. You can really just get it up to that freedom. Like you get your will early, then you pop that freedom, then you can leave it at that blue freedom for a very long time. Like unless you have one thing that's getting you caught out and you need a momentum, or if there's lots of slows that are getting you killed, like ultimately if that's not happening, then you can just leave it at the freedom and you're fine. You just get that tenacity. Makes a big difference. People talking about some lag issues with the ping.
I've got this.
Both on the spirit side, though. I'm not seeing any issues on my side, so that is something to keep in mind, though. Casting mode did just launch today, literally a few hours ago. So if there's any bugs with it causing lag or anything, now's the time to figure it out. Mortal side grouping up, moving as one, doing a pretty good job. Spirit side finally catching together. Totally whiffed that hook, though. After quite a few good ones on Kogan, he actually got forced into a big one. Lots of damage on the Nisa, though. I mean, went from 100 to 25 in one combo rotation. I think that's pretty much all they're going to be able to do. Dibs blows his ult to go farm the bot lane. I think they were trying to save the binding, but not sure that was the best decision.
Bold moves.
Yeah. A wild rumpus! Oh, Flynn, I love you. You're great.
Binding has been destroyed.
Yeah, I really wanted to run the Flynn announcer pack for casting mode, but that's not an option yet, so unfortunately.
Sand talks if you know to listen.
I know.
Ashabel, Dzake, you'll get Ashabel like 20 more times, just because you've complained about it now.
We are all
That's how it works, man. Missing another ult on the Kogan. He's really going ham for it, but I guess, you know, they are in a good position here, pushing up 5v3 against the binding. They get another one again, so the ult is at least zoning them out for the little bit of time they need to actually get some damage down on the binding and take it down. Sergeant Buttersworth just throwing Flynn off for no apparent reason. Getting called out on it. Kogan getting caught in the Reaper being almost dead. If they can get a little bit of damage down on him, he'll be toast. Instead, choosing to focus on Sergeant Buttersworth and Flynn and Spirit. Spirit trying to follow up. Thor missing the uprising by a hair, or else there'd been another kill off that. Potentially multiple. They push him out of the base. Definitely need to do that. Now they just need to clear out the minions. And get ready for the next parasite, which will be coming shortly. Thor really wanting to come in and make a play here. Goes all in on it anyway. Even though he's surrounded by 3 of the Mortal Side players. Finds out what a bad decision that was at the last second.
Oh, I thought why didn't he ult me? Oh!
He ulted into the weird spot. That was not really sure what was going on with the dips there.
Alright.
So Varian deciding to take a timeout and go grab a well.
Whoa, good blink.
King of Masks going a little too deep, considering where the rest of his team was. But the Mortal side really full on items. There's a couple players that aren't maxed out, but definitely showing a big difference here in terms of BIM on a couple of key players. But it does look like the junglers are finishing out their builds. The Kogan is completely done. Thor is just a couple upgrades away from being finished. At that point, it's really going to be all about their team making the right follow-up when they go in. Mortal side is pinging on the Parasite, and they're going to go ahead and take that. Not a whole lot the Spirit side can do to contest, with Vasco being all the way back in the Locust.
The team has slain the Parasite.
Keep an ear to the ground.
That's where we needed the dibs to pull out the selling one of their spells, buying Vanquish, and flying over and stealing it, right? Right? I don't think they're in a position to do that at this point, though. So Mortal Side just moving up, trying to make this an economic game.
The mortal team has captured a well.
It's the best way to starve this out. If you're having problems closing out a game, if the other side does not have 6 items, well control does matter. It doesn't matter that this is 45 minutes into a game. You're starving them out on their Vim. They're still, you know, a couple items away on their supports from finishing. The carries, yes, are pretty much 6 items, as is the tank, but the more items you have on your team, the stronger you are. So it is good to just completely shut them down that way. It's going to help you push in, close people out. You don't want to give them the ability to either get more power on their supports or more survivability, or those team auras that come with those items that can help everybody out. So Spirit just kind of posturing, Mortal just walking up and smacking stuff. Never thought I'd see a Varian ult zone out an entire team, but that just happened on stream. And Zalgus is just going to get deleted here, even with the help of the Zerial. This is going to be the fight, and it's all off a catch where they're losing actually one of their biggest damage dealers. That's not gonna bode well for the Spirit side team. As they collapse on Thor, not the best target for them. Varian does progress gate in though and finish off the dib, so it is now a 3v5. This should be the end of the game. And yeah, Varian's just moving in on the Guardian, so that's going to be a GG. Oh man, nope, pulled off to go for the fight, but they're going to finish this off. It's still 5v2 now. There we go, 5v0.
Oh man.
So full ace, 5 for nothing. GG.
The mortal team is victorious. Mortal team.
Dodge or leave. No. Oh man, that was so bad. No, that's okay though.
I just missed the follower alert, but thank you to whoever just followed the channel. We do appreciate that. So yeah, I think ultimately that came down to the Spirit side stayed in longer than I thought they would, mainly due to poor positioning on the Mortal side, but Mortal side picked it up in the end, grouped up, started playing a lot more solid. Coggin staying with his team instead of roaming around and getting caught was really key. And then they pressed that advantage.
Wob, 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 wob. Anyways, I'm super hungry.
Thor's like, anyways. Moving on. Moving on. I don't want to know.
Oh man, that's so frustrating. Go 9-4 and then 10 to wob, 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 wob.
Like I said, I think the itemization on the Nisa could have been a little better. I think that would have. You need that damage. You only had 2 carries on the Spirit side. They both needed to go full damage to face off against the 3 carries on the Mortal side. Otherwise, it's just too easy to itemize around it. Zalthulhu saying that if he'd been on his Flynn, it would have been different. You can blame Thor for that, right?
All right, sorry guys, reading something real fast. Yeah, you can start. We didn't have a better. You had more. Never mind.
Huh?
All right. No, I wasn't. I was talking to Dolpd.
Oh, okay.
All right, Dolpd. See you later, buddy. See you later. Oh, Siri. Oh yeah. Yeah. Let's get in the game in. Let's get another game in. Password is going to be custom.